What it do, guys? Manjoume here, and today we're checking out Legendary S.H.I.E.L.D. Where's a good opening spot? On the front of the box, we have Agent Coulson, we have Quake, and I'm not sure who this is, but if you've seen the Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. TV show, you might be familiar with her. I'm not sure if she's actually been in the show. Looking at the side, we have Quake and Coulson. Other side, we just have her. The unparalleled coordination of intelligence, talent, and skill embodied within the clandestine organization known as S.H.I.E.L.D. has created a nearly unstoppable force for exercising their mandate of protecting the populace and keeping malevolent actors at bay. However, there are formidable counterpoints sowing chaos and destruction via well-organized cabals of villains like the indomitable Hydra or the fiendishly genius organization known as AIM. The ensuing clash is a perfect recipe for an all-out battle of legendary proportions. This top-secret expansion to Legendary and Marvel deck building game is complete with new keywords as well as new schemes, orchestrated by the Hydra High Council and super-adaptoid. The S.H.I.E.L.D. expansion includes the following: 100 playable cards, 4 heroes, not 5, so that's interesting, but I do have a word on this in a second. 2 new masterminds and villain groups, 8 special S.H.I.E.L.D. officers, and a rule sheet. The number of copies of the special S.H.I.E.L.D. officers might equal 14, so it's like 14 is one hero group, so it kind of makes up for the fact that you're missing one here. Also, in terms of your hero deck, there's only 4, so you can't quite run a game with it. But if you include the core set's Nick Fury, who's, S.H.I.E.L.D. leader, there you go. There's the 5th one, or the one from the MCU set. Let's check it out. Okay, kind of a bluish. See how the insert looks. Yeah, obviously we have a lot of S.H.I.E.L.D. characters. Special S.H.I.E.L.D. officers. Oh, it's 16, so it's 2 of each. Never mind. It's even more than what would be in a hero group, but it's not a hero group. This set introduces 16 new special S.H.I.E.L.D. officers featuring some of the most famous agents of all time. There are 2 copies of each of 8 different officers, much like the basic Maria Hill. They all cost 3 and provide 2 stars. However, these special officers also have a hero class and additional abilities to make them more powerful than the basic S.H.I.E.L.D. officer. Shuffle the 16 officers with the original 30, so the stack is now permanently 46 cards. Keep the S.H.I.E.L.D. officer stack face down throughout the game whenever you recruit one or gain an ability to do so. Gain the top card of the stack. If an ability makes you return a card to the S.H.I.E.L.D. stack, put it at the bottom. I was thinking you would just take out 16, replace them, so it'd be easier to draw into, but this is, I guess, more fair, I suppose. Undercover. Some cards say things like you may send a S.H.I.E.L.D. hero from your hand undercover. This means put that hero into your victory pile. It's worth 1 victory point. This helps get your starting S.H.I.E.L.D. agents and troopers out of your deck so you can draw more powerful ones more often. That's good. That helps to thin out your deck and get rid of the starter cards. You know what? I don't hate that. That's really good. S.H.I.E.L.D. level. I have seen that. I've looked at some of the cards and it referred to a S.H.I.E.L.D. level and it didn't make any sense to me. So let's see. That's used to unlock stuff. Your S.H.I.E.L.D. level is the number of S.H.I.E.L.D. or Hydra cards in your victory pile. Oh, well, that actually makes it easier. And you would increase it by sending them undercover. So I can see how these kind of operate in tandem. Some cards say things like S.H.I.E.L.D. level 2, draw a card. You can only use this ability if your S.H.I.E.L.D. level is 2 or higher. This counts any card with the S.H.I.E.L.D. or Hydra team icons, as well as any cards with the S.H.I.E.L.D. or Hydra in its name, villain group name, or mastermind name. So this includes S.H.I.E.L.D. assault squads, Hydra kidnappers, Hydra High Council tactics, etc. This never consumes the cards. And okay, so that doesn't make them go away. So they stay there. You just need to have 2 and you can use that card. Conversely, you have a Hydra level. Some villains also try to rise through the ranks of the Hydra organization, achieving higher Hydra levels and greater power. To do this, they help Hydra operatives achieve their mission, escape cities unharmed. They also subvert double agents to infiltrate S.H.I.E.L.D. then escape with key intel. The Hydra level is the number of S.H.I.E.L.D. and or Hydra cards in the escape pile. So that's also pretty easy to understand. Adapting masterminds, it's basically, they'll just say adapt, and then you shuffle the mastermind stack. You'll see in a second. Schemes that count escape villains, they're there. Mr. Phil himself. Okay, first up we have Impeccable Planning, Agent Phil Coulson. Shield level 3, so you'll need to have 3 in your victory pile. Agent Phil Coulson, build the strike team. Or you can send it undercover. Oh, that's weird. So that's where the other one was. I'm like, that doesn't feel like 5, because it wasn't. Weird. And there's only 4 of these. Really? No, there was 5. Kind of stuck together. Approve Orbital Strike. Choose one. Send a shield hero from your hand undercover, or you get +1 for each 2 shield levels you have. So if you had 6, it would get 3 attack. So it'd be like half of what you have. So if you only have 1, you don't get +1. Okay, here's our rare. Fake but Inspiring Death. 4+ attack. During any player's turn when another shield hero is put in the KO pile, you may discard this card to send that hero undercover in your victory pile instead. And if you do, draw 3 cards. Shield level 8 +4 attack. That could be really good. And with the way the cards work, you're going to get to level 8 eventually. Take cover, Mockingbird. Battle Staves. Shield level 2, draw a card. That would just be good. Once you get, level 2, you just free draw stuff with extra attack. I love those. Spy Master. I mean, doing this really obvious kick thing, not sure if it's super spy, but you know what? I still like it. And of course it sends them undercover, so it increases your shield level. Then we have our rare. Infinity Formula Mockingbird. 0 star, 0 attack, draw a card. Send 2 cards from this shield officer stack undercover. Then you get +1 star and +1 attack for each 2 shield levels you have. So that can get, late in the game, pretty up there. But also getting to draw more cards is also good. You might send a shield officer you didn't necessarily want undercover. That's kind of the problem when you don't get to choose. Next up, we have Quake Aftershock. Shield level 2, +2 attack. That'll get good. And there's a bunch of these. Going Underground. Oh, that's some good amount of stars. Players, you must discard a shield hero. Played a blue card before. You may send the discarded hero undercover. That's pretty good. Tectonic Wave Quake. Pretty cool. And for the rare, Royal the Earth Quake. 0 attack, you may send a shield hero from the shield officer stack undercover. Then for each shield level you have up to 5, choose a hero from the HQ, put all those heroes on the bottom of the hero deck, and you get their total printed attack. Wow. This can serve so many good purposes. So you go up to 5. Okay, let's say you have full 5. You can put everything to go for 1 big attack, or you don't even have to do that. You can just get rid of the heroes that you don't want there and just kind of refresh the HQ. That can be so useful, possibly more useful than the attack, but I mean that'll be really good to swing for game, or swing at the masterminds at least. Deathlock, authorized lethal force. I don't really know anything about him or Mockingbird, so he looks almost like a cyborg in the most literal sense. Reanimate into service. Yeah, that'll do it. Headlock, Deathlock. That's funny. And the last rare hero we have, behind enemy lines, Deathlock. 0 recruitment, but 5 attack. You may send a shield hero from your discard pile undercover. Shield level 3. You get the total printed stars of all these shield heroes in your victory pile. So the more you have, that could get like enormous. Like if you had this and you had really high level and you had a card that converted your stars into attack, that could be like, you could get really, really high with that. I don't know, but that's really cool. For the first villain group, we have Hydra Elite, Growing Man. He grows. I'm surprised he doesn't have size changing, though I'm not exactly sure on the kind of the timeline on if that ability probably existed by now. Crossbones. That's cool. Hive. I don't like that. Gorgon. Just looks like a samurai dude. I like it. He's pretty strong too. Then we have Aim Hydra Offshoot. Mentalo. Looks like he's has some kind of mind control thing. Mentalo. Graviton. It's a cool one. Wow, he's 6. He's 3+. Superia. It's really cool. There we go. There's one I really know. Taskmaster. Love it. Let's just take a minute to look at him. Ambush. Put a card from the S.H.I.E.L.D. officer stack into the escape. Just right away for free for them. They get a Hydra level for free with him. Wow. Each player must reveal as many hero colors, including gray, as the Hydra level or gain a wound. That hurts. Then, same effect if he escapes, they get one more. Okay. Here's the adapting mastermind. So technically it's the Hydra High Council. So it's kind of like the 4 of these. And each one, because there's only 4 cards instead of there being a mastermind and then 4 tactics. The whole mastermind comprises of just the 4 tactics. There's no mastermind card. You look at this each time you fight them. So one time you fight them, you'll have Red Skull. Red Skull gets +1 attack for each 2 Hydra levels. Always leads the Hydra Elite. It's probably the same amongst all of them. Start of game. Adapt. Master Strike. Each player KOs one of their non-gray heroes. Adapt. So you do start with Red Skull, but since he adapts, you can switch it out and it could become one of the others. Fight. KO one of your gray heroes. Adapt. So it then shuffles the rest of them because then he'll be gone. Next up could be Viper. Right there. Viper gets +1 for each Hydra villain in the city. Master Strike. If there are any Hydra villains in the city, each player gains a wound. Adapt. Fight. Discard any number of cards, then draw that many cards. Adapt. Armanzola. Right there. Oh, I thought the camera was like an eye toy or something. Armanzola gets plus attack equal to the printed attack of all heroes in the HQ. That seems really high. Or, potentially really high. Master Strike. Each player discards 2 heroes with attack icons. Adapt. Fight. You gain a hero from the HQ with an attack icon. Adapt. That could be really useful. Baron Helmut Zemo. Right there in his OG attire. Zemo gets -1 attack for each villain in your victory pile. Master Strike. Each player KOs a Hydra villain from their victory pile or gains a wound. Adapt. Fight. Each other player KOs a Hydra villain from their victory pile or gains a wound. Adapt. So he starts the strongest, but because of the -1s, it can go down to something more manageable. But yeah, this is really cool. I like the idea of instead of fighting one giant mastermind who's like the biggest evil of all time, it's like, no, this is a group of evil people and you're taking them out one by one. I think that's a really cool idea. Next up, we have Hydra super-adaptoid. Black Widow's Bite. That's kind of the form or thing that it's using right now. Always leads Aim. Hydra Offshoot. Start a game. Adapt. So you start with this one technically, but then you shuffle it and then you might get a different one. Master Strike. Each player KOs 2 bystanders from their victory pile or gains a wound. Adapt. Fight. For each of your red heroes, rescue a bystander. Adapt. Starts at 8. Pretty strong. Captain America's Shield right there. Master Strike. Each player reveals a yellow hero or discards their hand and draws 4 cards. Adapt. Fight. You get +1 star for each color of hero that you have, including gray. Adapt. Which, if we think back to the core set Captain America, I think it actually does kind of revolve around having multiple colors. So it kind of reflects that, which is pretty cool. And actually, if we look back to the Black Widow in that set and getting bystanders, rescuing them, I think that's also rings true. So that's kind of cool. Iron Man's Armor. Master Strike. Each player reveals a tech hero or discards down to 3 cards. Adapt. Fight. Count your tech heroes, then draw that many cards. If we remember, the core set Iron Man did have a lot of draw cards involving tech, so not a coincidence there. And finally, we have Thor's Hammer. Master Strike. Each player reveals a blue hero or gains a wound. Fight. For each of your green heroes, KO one of your heroes. I mean, that can work out if you want to get rid of some of the starting deck. Man, those are high. Those are averagely high numbers. Armanzola being stronger, but he has a built-in mechanic that makes him weaker, so may not be as bad as it seems. Hail Hydra. Set up 11 twists. Twist 1 to 9. You choose one. Say, I'd never abandon S.H.I.E.L.D. and you can't fight this turn, or whisper, you can't recruit this turn, and a villain captures a bystander. On twist 10, evil wins. That one's pretty fun. Hydra Helicarriers hunt heroes. HHHH. Set up 8 twists, add an extra hero. Twist. Stack this twist next to the scheme. Then for each twist stacked there, choose a different hero class. Green, yellow, red, tech, blue. To a maximum of 5. KO each hero from the HQ that has any of those hero classes. Evil wins when there are 18 non-gray heroes in the KO pile. Secret Empire of Betrayal. 11 twists. Randomly pick 5 cards that cost 5 or less from an additional hero group. Shuffle them to form a Dark Loyalty deck. Shuffle this twist into the Dark Loyalty deck as a Vicious Betrayal. Then reveal the top card of that deck. If it's a hero, gain it. If it's a Vicious Betrayal, put it next to the scheme and other players gain a wound. Evil wins when there's 6 Vicious Betrayals next to the scheme. That sounds really fun. You can get stuff that can help you. I like it. S.H.I.E.L.D versus Hydra War. 7 twists include either Hydra Elite or AIM Hydra Offshoot Villain Group, but not both. Each player puts a card from the S.H.I.E.L.D officer stack face up next to the scheme as a 3-attack double agent villain. If any double agent villain were already there, put one into the escape pile and put the rest at the bottom of the officer deck. You can fight any double agent next to the scheme to gain it, or send it undercover. Evil wins when the Hydra level is 11. The first special S.H.I.E.L.D officer we have is Dum-Dum Dugan. Aside from the prerequisite cost 3 2 stars, he has 1 attack, and you may send this hero undercover. So once this isn't as useful as it was in the beginning, you can get rid of it, increase your level. Not bad. Next up we have GW Bridge. Aside from the prerequisites, we have you may discard a card, and if you do, draw a card. Okay, different color. So these two were green, which is interesting. And then we have Grant Ward. You may send this hero undercover, and if you do, KO another S.H.I.E.L.D hero from your hand. This could probably be good like mid-game to get rid of some of the starting cards and really rev up your S.H.I.E.L.D level. And he looks like Iron Man. Counterfeit Iron Man armor made Ward's betrayal sting even worse. I guess maybe he was a friend or something of Tony, and then he made his own Iron Man armor and started doing that crazy stuff. I'm not really sure, but wow, okay. Leo Fitz and Gemma Simmons. I think these characters were in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D, not too sure. Now, instead of having the prerequisite of 3 and 2, it's 0+ and 0+. Because you can choose one to get the +2 stars. Okay, cool. It's a normal S.H.I.E.L.D officer. Or you get 1 attack and draw a card. I think I would probably do that instead, personally speaking. Ooh, next up we have Melinda May. Aside from having the prerequisite, she has 3 S.H.I.E.L.D icons, so you have to play 3 of them, draw a card. Which in this set is probably not a hard thing to do since every single card is a S.H.I.E.L.D card. You probably do that pretty early on. Ooh, next up we have Sharon Carter. She has a prerequisites, and you may send this hero undercover, and if you do, get +1 star. So you can ramp up your S.H.I.E.L.D level, and you know what? Get 3 recruitment points to get another S.H.I.E.L.D officer. Hey, it's Victoria Hand. Not really sure who that is, but she has 2-tone hair. Aside from the prerequisites, she has 3 S.H.I.E.L.D icons. You may send this hero or a S.H.I.E.L.D hero from your hand undercover. So instead of Sharon, who gives you extra for sending herself, this one lets you send a different one or itself. So you have a little bit more choice, but you don't gain that second effect. Last but not least, we have Yo-Yo Rodriguez. Having the prerequisites, also has 2 S.H.I.E.L.D icons. You may send this hero undercover or put it at the top of your deck. Maybe you want to be able to use this next turn, guarantee it. That could be useful. We have every color represented in this special S.H.I.E.L.D officer group, which is really cool. Adds a lot of diversity. Now it's time to divide the schemes between the 2 masterminds here. Now, are there any that are specifically Hydra? I'm going to say Hail Hydra is going to have to go to the Hydra High Council. Now, the S.H.I.E.L.D versus Hydra War could go to the Hydra or AIM. So, it could really go to either. Not knowing the comics as well as I probably should, I don't know if any of these specifically go to any others. I'm going to go ahead and say, since this says Hydra Helicarriers hunt heroes, I guess go to, because it's not the AIM Helicarriers. So I'm going to go there. Then Secret Empire Betrayal will go to the Hydra super-adaptoid, and the Hydra War going to either one. Give to the super-adaptoid. That's what I'm picking for now. If you guys have any suggestions for which schemes would better fit which mastermind groups, let me know in the comment section below. What is your favorite card or villain in this set? Well, guys, that's it for Legendary S.H.I.E.L.D. If you want to stay up to date my videos and live streams on both YouTube and Twitch, check out links in the description below. Like, comment, subscribe, and consider joining. That's all for now, guys. Manjoume out.